Hello, America. What is it that you really want from the government? What is it they're supposed to do? Right now, I got to tell you, I'd just settle for somebody who knows how to operate a calculator. Oh, no. Knows how to operate a calculator, can read the calculator, and will tell me the numbers honestly. If you really, believe some Marxist utopian system is the way to go, why don't you use honesty? Let's make that case for redistributive change. Don't hide behind our Constitution and say, no, I'm for this. No, you're not. No, you're not. I would hide it myself. It's the only way to get it past the American people, considering the trouble in Sean Penn's beloved Cuba and Venezuela. I love this, despite being one of the world's biggest energy producers, Venezuela experiencing massive blackouts and power loss. How is that working? Chavez now wants to cap showers at 3 minutes. He actually came on and gave a personal guarantee that you won't stink.
3 minutos he contado yo y no quedo hediondo, se los garantizo.
Cuba says they've avoided a major energy crisis. How? By forcing people to shut off the power. I never even thought of that. Let's just tell people they can't drive anymore. Solved oil crisis. There can't be an energy crisis with no energy, right? Our government keeps telling us this is all about social justice, economic justice, doing the right thing, fairness. No, it's not. All of the things that this government, including the Bush administration, have been passing is about controlling and manipulating your life. To really achieve fairness, you'd have to have another element. I like to call it honesty. You have to actually say what you mean and mean what you say. America, you and I both know. Nothing adds up. Why do you think that I'm actually looking into other theories? Do you think I sit at home and dream up these theories and think they're reasonable? I do now, but I didn't a year ago. I looked at things and I went, no, that cannot be. But nothing else fit. And so we started to look into Cloward and Piven. We started looking into the Marxists in the Oval Office now. Well, the rest of the members of the press, they seem too busy making fun of not what I tell you, but just the surface and the mannerisms that I have. That's all they care. They don't care about actually looking into what I'm questioning. In the next 30 minutes, I'm going to pull a mask off of their plans. I'm going to show it to you. I'd like some honest answers, but you're not going to get anything on any of those from Washington, because I don't think there are very many honest people left. I'd like some honest answers on unemployment. Does anybody else remember when the stimulus bill was being pushed? We had a congressman claiming that we were a few hours away from complete and total collapse. And then the president himself said this.
Our nation will sink deeper into a crisis that at some point we may not be able to reverse.
Wow. A perpetual crisis. That sounded pretty bad to me. Do you remember when he said it? Well, we all looked around and said, well, you've got to pass that stimulus bill. Oh, no, we got to do it. We got to pass it by Friday. The administration also promised America that unemployment would not go over 8% if we passed the bill. You remember that? In fact, lucky for you, we keep these things. They released a little chart. Here's the chart, if we can bring it up. Yeah. If we don't do anything, if we don't pass this by Friday, this is what's going to happen. We don't have, with this kind of unemployment we're going to have, America. But if on Friday we pass the stimulus bill and you act now and you stop with the politics of the past, this is what's going to happen to unemployment. Yeah, that's what they'd say would happen if we didn't pass the stimulus bill. Doing nothing was this was the worst case scenario, remember? Instead, we're going to do this. So we wouldn't have our nation, what was it he said? Sink into a crisis that we wouldn't be able to reverse. So we did something. Exactly what he wanted us to do. The cost, $1 trillion. And here is what happened. Whoa. 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 Seems to me, but what do I know? Seems to me if we keep doing what they tell us to do and give them exactly what they ask, gosh, we just might sink into a deeper crisis that at some point we may not be able to reverse. But the icing on the insanity cake comes from the president himself. When he noticed this chart and said, uh-oh, that's not looking good, he said this.
Nobody understood what the depths of this recession were going to look like.
No, I'm sorry. What? Nobody understood? Didn't he just say that America would be in an irreversible crisis if we didn't pass the stimulus? And then nobody knew it would be this bad. I'm not an audiologist, but it kind of sounds sort of like you knew. I mean, unless you know something worse than an irreversible crisis. Okay. So there's unemployment. We're now at 10.2%. And now the next thing is the president, he just said that they have saved or created 1 million jobs. Well, thank goodness. Thank goodness. But remember, I want the truth. According to those conservative crazy people at the Boston Globe, Massachusetts received $4 billion in that stimulus fund. $4 billion. The White House claims they have created or saved over 12,000 jobs. Well, wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be great if only it were true? See, it looks good until you do that thing that most journalists aren't bothering to do. Yeah, just leave that Pulitzer. I've given too many of those out. The value goes up if we don't have anybody win one for a while. The Boston Globe did investigate. 160 of those jobs came from Bridgewater State College. Full-time work-study jobs for students. That's great. Only problem? Not true. Not true at all. Let me give you this. $77,000 in stimulus money. $77,000. Harry, can you get this on the calculator? $77,000 went to stimulus money. Got it to the college. Bust the calculator out. Divided by 160. Got it? That equals, wow, $481.21. That is, boy, America, you're rich. You are, thank you, Obama. Oh, wait, no, wait. Let's divide that by 52 weeks. You are so rich in Massachusetts, you have $9.25 every week. That's a sweet job. Bridgewater State spokesman Brian Baldwin said the actual number of new jobs was, quote, almost nothing. Almost nothing. Sounds a little more like it. How about the other 90 jobs created at with $245,000 worth of stimulus money? $245,000. What did I say? 90 jobs were created. This is going to be good. That's $2,700 per full-time job. Or, how much a week? You guys are rolling in the cash. Are you kidding me? $51 a week? That's crazy. They're not just creating jobs. They're creating jobs that where a family of 4 couldn't even get one Happy Meal a week. Wouldn't that be great? And the extra benefit is you'd get to live in the box.